Hip scoot. Hip scoot. Parachute. This is Satisfactory. And this is episode number 4. And over there, the future site of the soon-to-be constructed space elevator. Over there, don't look at that. Don't worry about it. It's a mirage. We're in the desert. It's an illusion. You're dehydrated. You're exhausted. You've been stranded in the heat. And you're seeing things. Doesn't exist. It's your imagination. Don't worry about it. This is real. Okay, here we go. I gotta stop screwing around. We are placing a space elevator right here. See if I can do it right. I want it like that. Bam! Oh, I think I did it. Wow. In the air, mid-air space elevator drop. And all the items are flying out of my inventory and just disappearing or getting magically transformed into gold 3D model. Oh, here we go. I see something up in the sky. This is just a harness, an anchor point. And there is the cable descending. Oh my god, it's coming on quick. Coming in hot. All right, anchored. Oh, there's the cable. That was the anchor. Whatever. Cable connected. And then the elevator platform with lights. Nice. All right. Oh, I don't have a... Oh, okay. Let's take these off so I don't waste them. I don't have a jetpack or anything like that, and I just jumped off there. I floated to safety, and I thought I was immortal all of a sudden. Press E to configure your space fighter. Okay, project assembly platform. Delivery will unlock Tier 3 and Tier 4, and it needs smart plating, which I don't even know if we can make yet. Maybe we've unlocked it, maybe we haven't. Let's run up here and let's check some machines and stuff like that. I think we might have to unlock another object, another tier. Is that what it's called? Whatever, another milestone? Milestone, that's what it's called. We need to unlock another milestone in the hub to get a new machine anyway. Let's run up here. How's our... Biomass burners are actually almost empty. Okay. And we're about to plug in some new machines, so we're probably going to need to go to more biomass burners anyway. Put that in there. Put that in there. Hopefully sooner or later, hopefully sooner rather than later, we can get some actual passive power systems that don't require manually feeding. I think I'm... Okay, we're okay for now, but we might have to increase that. Add an extra one on soon. So we need smart plating, huh? I don't see it there. Okay, I think we might have to do... Yeah, part assembly we have to unlock, and that will let us craft smart plating as well as modular frames and rotors, and we'll get an assembler, which will let us automate construction of items that require 2 ingredients, of which I think all those are 2 ingredient items. So let's select that, put everything in, hit the button, bam!
Milestone reached.
Milestone.
More complex assembly of parts can now be automated.
Uh-huh.
Project assembly parts can now be constructed and sent up via the space elevator.
Yeah.
Note. Project parts are too complex to produce by hand.
Uh-huh. Okay. So can I not handcraft those at all? The project parts for the space elevator, the smart plating, I can't craft that in this guy. Alright, so that means we're gonna have to start making assemblers. And to make those, we will need, I think those are rotors. Are the rotors here now? They're way down here. Okay, rotors take iron rods and screws. I just used up all my iron rods. I did add a few more machines because I wanted to speed up production of some items. So we have actually more iron rod production than we did. come over here and just snag some. Looks like this guy might be... No, he's not. He's not backed up, but I did get... Got a few... Oh, okay, I got a few hundred right there. Let's run back up here. We need... How many? 4 per? I want to make, I think, 3 for the 3 different things I saw there. Alright, so to make the smart plating, we're actually going to need a few other items, and I want to be automating these anyway, so we are going to make 1 assembler here to make the reinforced plate, which takes iron plate and screws. Screws are getting made right there, iron plate's getting made right there. Hopefully this will be just about the last of our... Oh, it doesn't like that, huh? Floor too steep. Hopefully this will be the last of our spaghetti. Maybe if I put it like that. The last of our ad hoc base creation that isn't part of our mathematical precision and beauty. Alright, so that's going to make that guy. And you will need power, and we need to keep an eye on our power. We're okay for the moment. You should be getting items, right? Yep, okay, you are getting both of those items. Okay, so that's one of the things we need. The other thing we need are those rotors, which we just handcrafted, I think is the other item we need. And so for that, I will make this guy there. Yeah, okay, so rotor and reinforced plate makes the smart plating. So we need the rotor, which takes the iron rods and the screws. Screws are right there. All right. Let's pull the power out here. Give this guy power and start making rotors from iron rods and screws. Should be getting both of those right there. All right, and then we need one more assembler. And I will put it right there. And he's got to be made... And he's making the smart plating, which will be from the 2 items we just started making. So he takes 4 items total. He takes iron and screws, and iron rods and more screws. Smart plating. And I'm not going to make a storage guy for him. He's going to craft really slow. So we'll just pick him up from here every so often. Did I give that power? I did not give it power. Alright, I'm just going to pull another extra power pull. Bam. Now you've got power. Yeah, okay. Oh, yep, just happened. Alright. So I need to put some fuel in an additional biofuel generator. We're going to be crafting those things while I work on that base right there. And then we'll get to unlock something. Alright, back to work. So I did some work on the base and how the belts will enter in a streamlined manner. Long, straight belts. No crazy spaghetti over the sands. Looking at the machine down here, looks like at least the right-hand side is backed up. So let's take a look-see. Yeah, we've got 50 of these guys. Alright. Actually, while I'm here, let's take some of these and some of these. So I don't have to handcraft those anymore. We'll go turn these into our space elevator. I don't think it's really worth using a belt for that, because I think the requirements to unlock the various tiers is going to change every time. Maybe once we have this guy up and running, we might do something like that. But for now, we'll just run it over here. No monsters nearby. Occasionally, you have to kill a few of those 4-legged guys. Otherwise, this place is pretty peaceful, I have to say. We got the big herbivores, but they're not interested in hurting nobody. 50. There. Project assembly platform delivery will unlock tier 3, tier 4 seal crate. Shabadoosh. Shkadoosh. Oh, do I have to... Okay, we can't exit. We're not done yet. All right, it's signed, sealed, delivered. Bam. Oh, I get it. All right. Whoa. 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 Okay, I'm back up. Wow. Unfortunately, we don't get to ride that. That would be cool, but it would probably show off some of the gaps in the terrain if we got too high in a game like this, I would guess. Having done this kind of thing in other games. So is that it? Is it unlocked? Okay, let's go back down. Let's check our space elevator. There is no timer on the screen like when we do the milestones and we have to wait for the return of the hub guy. Oh, okay. All right. Wow. All right. Next one. Maybe we'll use about 500 of those smart platings. And then we're going to need 500 versatile frameworks and 100 automated wiring. But that's for tier 5 and 6. We won't have to worry about that for a while. Since we have 2 new tiers of milestones to access and unlock, let's go take a look at them in the hub. And see if there might be some things we could use for our base that we might be missing that could be useful. And I'm also sort of curious if unlocking new tiers, does it add new things to this shop, or is this shop the same? It looks like the same list of stuff. Alright. Let's head over here. We can also try to do more research along and along. We might have to go exploring to find things to research, to get some supplies. I still haven't unlocked jump pads for tier 3, or tier 2. Now we've got, oh, very good, coal power. Coal power, we won't have to hand feed. We'll get a generator, water extractor, pipes. These are new with the most recent update. Industrial fluid buffers, big water tank, basically, or fluid tank. And scanner, upgrade coal. That's a good candidate for the next thing to do. Vehicular transport, tractors, and a truck station. Okay, so we can have an outpost and send the tractor off to pick things up and bring it to us. Oh, here's the steel. We'll get a foundry. We can make steel ingots, which can get turned into steel beams and steel pipes. And then we'll know how to make versatile framework for the project, for the space elevator. Tier 4 has advanced steel with a second tier miner. Industrial beam, stator, motor, automated wiring, heavy modular frame. Then we've got a basically a big bat to hit aliens with. All right. Hyper tubes. Oh, this is new with the new update as well. Oh, I'm excited to try these things out. Hyper tube. And logistics. I would say of all the milestones we have available to us, the one we definitely want to go for is the coal power. Which, to be honest, I could pretty much unlock right now. But I also want to keep working on the base. So I think I will do that. Alright, I changed my mind. We're not unlocking the coal power. We are going to unlock the jump pads and the landing pad because of these janky ladders and what a pain in the butt it is. Whenever I want to get advantage of what I'm building or climb up to do some building, I gotta climb down all these ladders. It's a pain in the butt. So we're gonna do something about it. And so we're gonna unlock the last thing we have left from tier 1 and tier 2. Jump pad, alright. Skaboop, skaboop. Skaboop. There. Done. Bam.
Milestone reached.
Milestone.
Buildings aimed at factory traversal can now be accessed in the build menu.
Nice.
Caution is recommended during use of these products.
Okay. Great. So, we have, it's probably an organization, I'm going to guess. No, logistics, I'm going to guess. No, it's in transportation, of course. Jump pad. U-jelly, landing pad, tilted jump pad. Okay, so to start off, I'm just gonna put one next to each of my ladder configurations, and then we can do a little test, I guess. I guess this slope is too steep, so we won't put it right there. I guess I'm gonna put it on this side, even though it's farther away from my main stuff. But that's fine, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's fine, I just need a way to get down, that's all. And that'll do. That will do. How much power do you pull? Does it say here? Stats, 5. 5 what? Megawatts? Gigawatts? Gigawatts? Super duper watts? Maybe a different unit altogether? 5 lightning bolts is what it takes. Alright, and then I build up there, and then I want to descend, so I think we'll just put one But maybe I want one on a platform so I can walk right back inside. Maybe we'll do it that way. That is kind of directly underneath, huh? Okay, this'll do. I don't have power over here yet, but the power poles reach pretty good distance. There. Okay. One of these guys surely isn't capped out. There. Okay. 2 usually landing pads. It's time to unlock another thing, another milestone that we need to continue creating the base. It's going to be the steel. Oh my gosh, oh, I almost missed. We need to unlock steel. I've been building this base. We've got the ingot creation on the bottom floor, and I'm putting machines on top of machines, but I left a space for steel production down here. And I'm a little bit leery of putting all these machines on top of other machines when I don't know exactly how the steel stuff on the bottom floor is going to get routed around. We got a missing piece to this puzzle. We've got a card missing from our card castle, whatever, house of cards? Yeah. So I don't want to leave a piece missing on the bottom as I continue to add more and more machines. That's what we're going to do right now. We are going to unlock steel production, which will get us steel ingots and foundries as well, which, as far as I'm aware, only are used, at least currently. Maybe they're used for aluminum later on. I don't know. I haven't really looked into it. But straight off the bat, they're going to be used for steel. Going to get the foundries, steel ingots, which will make steel beams, steel pipes, and then we'll know how to make versatile framework, which is one of the project items for our space elevator, which I'm not going to worry about for a while. All right, create all those. Skaboop. There we go.
Milestone reached.
Milestone.
Steel
New
production
building, new
unlocked.
parts.
Foundry grants access to new, simple steel parts.
Yeah.
An additional project part can now be constructed.
Good.
Progress to the next phase is now possible.
Nice. Okay, so there goes that guy. Oh, also off camera, I also I researched helium, like helium-filled platforms, and you have to go find the helium and bottle it up, and then pump it into the platform. You put it on the ground, the platform raises into the air, and then you use your skyhook item, which you also unlock to clip onto it to anchor it to the ground, so it doesn't float away. So that's kind of, I guess I didn't really mention that important piece of tech. That's a part of the base because I use those floating foundations for the jump pads so that we could get up to our base in a streamlined and expedited fashion. Where are we going? I'm going over here. All right, this right here, this is concrete. This belt here is going to come from that limestone mine over there, and then it's going to meet up with these two, which I'll also reroute and make look nicer. They'll go in here, and then Steel Buddy is going to be right here. Production. Foundry. Inputs on one side, output on the other. 2 inputs for this guy. One side is going to be coal, and one side is going to be copper. Do I have enough? I don't know if I have enough I have enough frameworks to make one more. All right, we can make one more. And select a recipe. Steel ingots. We don't have access to scan for coal on our scanner at the moment, but we will once we unlock coal power, which we'll probably do next episode. But I can at least set up the routing, and I don't think it matters which item goes in which conveyor belt. You could probably even mix items and only use one conveyor belt. We're not doing that. But the important thing is that I could have, for instance, I'm pretty sure I can do this anyway. We'll have to test it once we have iron and copper coming through here. Or iron and coal. But I think I could have, for instance, iron feeding these two, and then a belt feeding, the coal could feed the outside of these two, so we could pair them up. So if we have an iron line coming through one of those conveyor wall things, and a coal line coming in through another conveyor wall thing, which we'll put here and here, each one of those guys can split in 3, and then each of those 3 outputs can go to a pair of steel foundries. It's probably a straightforward way to go about it. And then the output is super simple. We'll just have a line and merge them as we've done with the other ones, because the output is just merging. Oh, by the way, on one of my expeditions to go chop down trees for our biofuel, I discovered this little cave thing, which looks like it's small enough I can only get through it by crouching, or maybe I'll have to slide. I looked around the area a little bit, and I did not see a way out. So I don't know if I'll be able to climb back up this. If we go down here, we might get stuck, so I've emptied out my inventory except for some food and my Xeno Zapper. Because, I don't know, my spider sense is tingling a little bit. But I can't resist the urge. What could be down here? A little pool of water. Oh, that's lovely. Is that it? Oh, okay. I guess I can we crawl back up? Oh, yeah, I totally can. I can walk. I don't even need to crouch once I get underneath that little bit. All right, not as tricky and dangerous as I thought it might be. Bacon agaric, mushroom bacon. Oh wait, hang on. Maybe the water. Oh, I don't think you can actually swim in this game. And I know there's a glowy thing over there. We'll get to that. Okay, so once I put my head under the water, it's not very deep. I couldn't quite tell. Yeah, and these are just some kind of mushroom I can't seem to harvest. At least not while they're underwater. I can't really harvest anything while I'm underwater. What if I am standing up on this thing? No overlay, no pop-up. And there's no swim mechanic. I don't know if they're intending to add a swim underwater mechanic at some point, but at least in the current version of the game, there is no swim underwater mechanic. What's this? Summer sloop, work in progress. Alright, I'll take one of those, thanks. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna take it. Maybe we can research it in our MAM. Oh, let's go check that. Hip scoop. Alright, let's give it a look. Is there a new strange energy readings? Oh, I guess maybe I need the scanner for these kind of things. Unknown metal. It's not, oh my gosh. Wow, okay, that's a big tree. I didn't even look at it the first time. That's a pretty big tree. Unknown chemical element. No, but it does not seem to be, and it does say WIP. Work in progress. Oh. It says right there in giant caps. I didn't read the description from my inventory until just now. A strange alien thing with a mind-bending and somehow familiar shape. Work in progress. Analyzing this will not give you anything. So maybe a future patch, update number 4 or whatever. Maybe we'll be able to do something with that. Alright, all done. What I ended up doing, what seemed to work best, is to separate the two different inputs on two different levels. So now they're both going in at the same spot, right above and below one another. And they're doing the same thing, splitting into 3, and then each of those 3 going to a splitter to split in 2. So we have 6 inputs for each type. And then I just lift one of them up with the conveyor lifts to the secondary input. And that seemed to work pretty good for that. In addition to all that, I have constructed all the different machines with the single item type, which are called the constructors. I've made all the constructors for the starter base. And I will tell you what they all do. We have a little bit to do before we can do the next step, which, oh god, don't miss the jump pad while you're talking. Okay, ba-bam. So we have a little bit of work to do before we can do the assembler, but before I talk about that, let me just go over real briefly what this is supposed to do. I need to... Yeah, alright. That's why we're using jump pads, ladder. That's why you're getting not used very often. You're getting neglected. Because you dropped me on my head. Okay, it's still a little bit too high. Let's go down one lower level. One level further down. Oh god. Fine, whatever. No, get off the ladder, please. Whew. Is this good? I think this is good. Alright, so all of the foundries, smelters, and constructors have been built for the starter base. Bottom floor is limestone into concrete and all the ingots, so there's steel ingots right there. This is iron ingots, this is copper ingots. Above copper ingots is copper sheets, which we'll use for pipes and fluid stuff. Above that is wire made of copper, and to the right of that, this is the cable made of wire. Above the iron foundry smelting stuff, this is iron plate right there, and then iron rods into screws way down there. Above steel, that is steel pipes, I think. And then way down at the end is steel beams. Those are all, I'm pretty sure, those are all the single item stuff. And as you can tell already, I haven't started making assemblers yet. And that's already a lot of machines. It's way more than this. Almost fell off. This Mirage thing that doesn't really exist, that I'm just using every once in a while to pick up building items to build an actual base. This is a pretty decent amount of machines. This is way more already. And we are currently running on 6 biofuel generators. I definitely don't want to run this thing or even try to run it on biofuel. Technically, I suppose we could, but I don't want to. Hand-feeding power is a pain in the butt. Walking way out into the distance, like leaving our desert to go chop down trees to bring back to turn into biofuel, that's a pain in the butt. So next episode, what we're going to do, we are going to research and unlock the coal milestone so we get access to coal power plants, and some pipes that we can use. These cable sheets, we'll be able to use those for some pipes. And we will get on our scanner the ability to search for coal. We'll go look for it. We'll bring it in because we're going to need it for the steel anyway. And we will also find a spot to put up some coal generators to have passive power and a lot more power as well. And that's what we're going to do next time, which means this episode's over. It's done. I built all that. We did a bunch of stuff. It's time to end the episode. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please enjoy the sunset and the music. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.